First of all, it's been great here at Jesuit. Just the facilities are great. They've treated us well. Seeing practice today and all the former Gators that came out here, we could have had a hell of a ball squad just with all the former players out here. And it's great. And what a great city. And been a lot of fun. So and now we're kind of really gearing into game mode, and we'll hit a perfect Thursday tomorrow. We've had good practices. Excited to get out and play. Injury-wise, we'll probably be without all the linebackers. But that's all right. We'll get some other guys in there, and they'll play well. And other than that, I don't know. Somebody's going to ask me. I know I'm forgetting somebody, but the regular guys that are injured aren't going to play, so that's okay.
So Alex is practicing. He won't play.
No, I don't think so. I think he's tested it, and but to his credit, he tested it, and that was great to see.
With Jared, is it still the ankle?
Yeah.
So DBs, Nick Washington, Duke.
Yeah. Duke's back. Duke will play. Nick would be highly questionable right now. He's tried to work through it, kind of as we talked about. The high ankle sprain is a career-ending injury. So, no, he's tried, but it's not ready.
Well, I brought up Beauchamp a few weeks ago, but who among the young guys, and this is kind of a chance for some of these young guys to kind of get some pretty good experience against a real physical team.
Yeah, really physical team, and it's really going to test the safeties too. When we get down in the box, to be able to stand up to that run game and get the guys to the ground. Obviously, where we're going to be a little short on bodies is not a place against this kind of team that you want to be that. And yet, that's our responsibility to put a plan together to give us a chance to get them on the ground. And our guys are really going to have to be disciplined in the back end then, with their eyes and not get beat on the play action.
Are there a young guy, though, like I said, Beauchamp, are there a young guy that maybe you're kind of interested to see who's going to play more than you expected?
Well, Casey's been playing, already anyway. Christian Garcia is going to have to come in and play a bunch. And, it's just one of those, like a lot of people, it's just one of those positions we're down bodies right now. So we'll do some things in, nickel and dime packages that'll be a little bit different. And we're going to have to confuse them a little bit with pressures out of that as well.
So Chris Thompson working on like
Yeah. And just as a precaution for us a little bit and to give Chris a chance, at looking at a position maybe that, might be one of those down the road that helps him as well. He's been working throughout camp at corner, and if need be, we'll, go ahead and play him out there.
And then Brian Cox?
Coxey's tried. There again, kind of same ankle thing. I'd say he's probably in the same boat as Nick, and yet, he knows that this is an opportunity to put some good stuff on film. And so that's what he's been working to do.
So probably start with Casey and Beauchamp?
Yeah.
So Reese is out too, Coach?
Yeah, he had wrist injury or surgery.
Well, that's right.
So, in fact, he can't go through a metal detector right now. So.
Is it kind of amazing when you think that, I think David Sharp, I might be wrong on this, and Quincy are the only two guys to start every game?
No, it's we actually talked a little bit about that, Edgar. This is what kind of makes this team so special is, those two guys have been the constant, but, it just shows how many times we've had to change lineups, and the guys have adapted and come in and played, and that's a good thing. But I thought we were the only guys who caught that. That's pretty good, Edgar.
Well,
Yeah.
Does that lack of continuity, because I know the offense keeps getting heat, and the play calling, the Nelson
Sure.
things. Does that give it some perspective that maybe it's not
Well,
as bad as it
really isn't. And when you sit down and break it, we've had chances. We just got to be able to make the plays when they're there. And, we've got to hold up front a little bit and give our guys a chance to run downfield. But at the same time, we've got to make the plays, and that's our responsibility.
But doesn't it makes it hard, doesn't it?
It is. It's every week's a challenge, to say the least, and yet, that's okay. That's part of the gig, and I go back. This is a team again that a little bit like last year's that I think was picked initially not to even really be a factor on our side of the SEC, and we ended up figuring out a way to piece her together, and now we got a chance to go play in a great bowl game. So that's what we got to do.
We've asked you a lot about the offense, but your track record was pretty consistent when you got it going. How confident are you that it's close that next year could be that breakout season?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We've got some good pieces. We need to get consistency a little bit, and I think that's something Edgar was kind of alluding to a little bit there. And once we get that, we've obviously had a lot of young bodies there, and yet those guys got to grow up and go play.
You know, some of the players we're talking about, Doug and Nussmeier, and just talking about, you know, his teaching and just his off the field, you know, relationship and stuff. How do you assess how he's done these first 2 years?
You know, he's done well, and obviously the numbers aren't there like we want, but at the same time, you know, it's part of building the base and building the foundation and doing it the right way, and that's something that we've been able to do.
Do you anticipate any off-season changes in staff?
No.
How's the defense been doing with a new voice leading them with Randy?
You know, it's here's the good thing there, I think, is, you know, he's been there. Obviously, Coach Rump's been there. You know, D-Bass has been around, obviously, in it, so him stepping in at that linebacker, and then Torian. So they're speaking the same language. You know, they're in the same situation, though, because of where we're at personnel-wise. You know, there's some things we've got to change up to, you know, allow our playmakers to make plays on that side of the ball.
What are a few things, just specific things that you really would like to see out of this ball game for the team?
Well, I think the big thing is I'd like to see us finish and play throughout, and you know, play with a passion and pride of being a Gator. And you know, it goes back to, you know, seeing all these Gators that were out here today, and you know how much it means to them, and obviously a lot of people here in the state of Florida, but you know, particularly here in Tampa. So you know what? Let's go play some Gator football.
Any specific like X and O things, or you know?
You know, I just want us to play really hard and give ourselves an opportunity to win the game.
Do you have the Callaway underhand pass this year?
Yeah, the old shovel. How was the one way he hasn't scored? Somebody said he scored. Why don't you guys bring that up?
5 different ways.
Interception
I
return.
think these guys.
Get him on
Punt,
defense.
kick, pass, throw, run, or pass, catch, run.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we got to do?
Scoop and score.
Scoop,
Scoop and score.
kick return.
Pick six.
Kick off return, I guess, right?
Oh yeah, he did score on the onside kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
he does
right.
have one of those.
You gotta kick off return. You gotta play defense. Scoop and score,
Interception
pick
return.
6.
Well, he might have to. I wonder if he can play linebacker. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.